Hello again, I'm Martyn Heyne, and today I'd like to talk to you about all those little technical pitfalls that the audio engineer faces day in, day out, such as: does the compression kill the transients? Is there comb filtering? Is the dither applied correctly? Is there an impedance mismatch? When you're not confident with these matters, it can at times feel like you're on the Titanic, floating through icy waters, never quite knowing what dangers are lurking in the deep and what to worry about first. So here's my proposition to any aspiring or seasoned engineer on how to deal with such issues. Instead of fearing them and avoiding them, go and deliberately create them. Create them all. I've followed this approach whenever I've started to worry about a certain this or that. And yes, in the process I have done mild damage to some equipment, but I promise you, if you start to create the problem rather than avoiding it, two things will happen. First, you're really going to learn about the issue in detail. Good luck making lack of dithering audible, for example. If you've not done it before, you're going to have to think a little bit to come up with a strategy. And can you set up the microphone so that the comb filtering really ruins the part in the worst possible way? Secondly, the effort that you have to put in to create some problems is really going to give you a clear idea as to when you have to start paying attention to that particular issue. Sometimes it's a quick and easy check. Is the vocal too soft? Set it to where it's too soft. And now, where would it be difficult to argue that it's still too soft, etc. And sometimes you'll end up building such an elaborate test setup that you can't help but think, geez, if I can't ruin it with all this circus, then perhaps this particular problem is not worth losing much sleep over. By inverting the problem and deliberately creating it rather than avoiding it, you will really get to know the potential pitfalls. You will know what it is and when it appears. So here's an incomplete list of things that you can do this with if you'd like some inspiration. Most importantly, whenever you feel that you're avoiding an unknown danger, add it to the list immediately and at the number 1 position. Okay, here we go. Does the compression kill the transients? Can it? Can you? Do it. Does the linear phase EQ cause pre-ringing? Is the sampling rate conversion good? Is converting back and forth between analog and digital 10 times audible? Is there EQ cramping? Is there aliasing? Is there distortion? Is there comb filtering? Does the EQ make things phasey? Do this many microphones create an indistinct image? Is there truncation? Is this an impedance mismatch? Are the drums too loud? Am I squashing it too much with a limiter? What's that you say? Oh, you've already tried that one. Good on you. Moving on. Is 16 bits too little? Can the intersample peaks cause audible distortion? Is the proximity effect too strong? Is the tape too slow? Is the reverb too washy? Is the low end too stereo? Starting to sound like a poem now. Is this instrument being masked by that one? Will the cable impedance cause high frequency loss? Can I overload this microphone with a trumpet? And there are so many more. Please add to this list in the comments and tell us what you've tried to mess up and what you've learned in the process. This really is a powerful approach, and I hope it will help you too. Alright, that's it for today, friends. Speak soon.